Bakersfield. New Mexico State is the next team up for you guys. They're probably up there in the majority of the batting statistics in terms of conference members. So what do you think makes them so dangerous?
Well, they're always an explosive team offensively. They get their swings off, and they're very aggressive with balls in the zone. One thing about New Mexico State is that they do a really good job of reloading every year. They have a nice system set up over there to run through the JC guys quite a bit. So year in and year out, they have a different roster, and they're always very physical. But their system is certainly one that we need to work at countering by attacking the zone, being effective in and out of the zone. And I think if we do that, we can cut those swings down a little bit.
And so, what are you going to tell your pitchers going into those matchups?
Well, I think the biggest thing is let's cut the swings down. Let's make sure that you're throwing your pitch with depth. And when you're out of the zone effectively, and then you get back in with your pitch, whether it's an off-speed pitch or a good firm fastball in your location, that's what's going to help us out a lot. Changing speeds, working in and out of the zone, and being effectively wild at times, meaning purpose pitches. Berkey will be back this weekend. We're excited about that. It really adds a lot on our defensive side. We can do some things that we want to do. Move Danny over to third base and Penner back over to first.
Mm-hmm.
And that helps out a lot. When you're relying on a freshman to come out there and be that kind of guy, that says a lot about him and his abilities so far this year. So we're excited about Burke. He's done a nice job, but he still needs to get better as well. And I think once we find our healthy group and a full pitching staff, I think we have a good chance to make a run.
What have you thought of his approach at the plate in his first season?
Burke's approach at the plate is a mature approach. He gets his pitch to hit. He gets his swings off. He knows how to run our offense. And he's made some mistakes this year, but that is to be expected. But his ability to show up every day and be the same guy, that's what we can hang our hat on, and you can grow with that. There's a lot of consistency in his game. Well, baseball's a game of runs. There's no question. It's a game of streaks, and right now we need to find a way to get in our own rhythm, play our game. Do our jobs more efficiently as it relates to our system, not worry about who we're playing, and make sure that we have our offensive approach set, and stay with these guys and make sure they know there's a lot of baseball left. And in our circumstance, what we really need to do is get into that tournament and play our best 4 days when we get there. And when we can do that, we have enough here. If we can get into that thing and compete, once we get there, I think we have a chance to win that thing.
And statistically, Kyle King's had a lot more success recently than maybe those first few outings in the year. Is there a difference that you've seen in him now in game in terms of his confidence level, his the way he's attacking hitters?
Yeah, Kinger's a lot more confident right now. He has a repeatable delivery, which is fairly new for him. He's had control struggles in his history and his past, and that hasn't been surfacing for us. He's worked really hard on his delivery. A lot of that has to do with his confidence factor and his preparation. He goes out there and just competes with freedom, and it shows, and he's had success because of it.
To you, I guess, defines the CSUB offensive style?
Well, our biggest thing is just playing one pitch at a time. Not trying to do too much, just do your job. Not trying to hit the ball to the yard, just singles, move guys over, get them in, just playing one pitch at a time.
And as far as yourself, numbers-wise, you're out there leading the team in average. Are you happy with those numbers so far?
To be honest, I'm not really looking at the numbers right now. Like I said, we're just trying to do our job, play one pitch at a time, and put together quality at-bats.
And this team obviously has a lot of young guys, a lot of new guys on the team. What have you thought of their development through, the majority of non-conference play and early part of conference play?
It's been good. Like I said, we got, I think, 13 freshmen or so, putting them out in the fire right away preseason was good, and you can see the developments. They've come a long way already, so I think they're going to hit their stride definitely in the next couple of weeks with conference, so I'm excited to see what happens.
Are there any, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those guys that have stood out to you?
No, not really, to be honest with you. Everyone's kind of doing their job. It's the pitching staff's definitely been picking up the last couple of weeks. You can see the development, so not necessarily one specific guy. It's kind of just the whole unit's getting stronger, and we're continuing to build on what we've been working on.
How do you feel like you guys compare to the rest of the conference?
I think we're right there. We got the tools we need to win ball games and compete in to win a conference championship. And it all comes down to making a tournament, and that's what we're here to do. Once we get in that tournament, anything can happen, so we're pretty excited.
And in terms of, when you were going through the recruiting process, you're deciding where to go, then you decided on CSUB. Were you expecting to come in and start so many games at shortstop your first year?
No, I was not. I mean, obviously I really wanted to, and I worked really hard to get here, but no, I wasn't expecting it at all. Because there's a lot of great guys out here, especially upperclassmen, infielders. So yeah, I had to work at getting there.
And is there a most difficult aspect of playing shortstop at the college level?
Just always being in the game, every single pitch. You can't take a pitch off and the ball will find you. You stay on your toes, always talking to the infielders, the outfielders, keep everybody moving. That's pretty good.
Is there any one or two of the older guys on the team, or even of the coaches, that have maybe mentored you through this first year so far?
Well, obviously Coach Beard and Coach Johnson have been there a lot, and Andrew Perry and Alec Daly. They've been good mentors and talking to me every single day and making sure that I'm always ready and mentally prepared for the games. And they've done a great job. They're good leaders.
And Penner, I think he leads the team in batting average right now. He's probably up there in our RBIs maybe. What do you notice about his approach at the plate and what has made him so successful?
He's just so calm. He never presses the situation. He goes to every single AB with the same mentality, and he's just a great guy, great leader, and that shows on the field.
Has there been one aspect of your game you've been most pleased with so far?
My offense. I'm pleased with that. I've started off pretty hot and then slowed down, but I'm actually very not surprised, but I'm actually excited for how my hitting has been so far.